Well, good morning everyone. We're back at it. Day 3, is it?
Yeah.
Day 3?
Oh look, they're open.
Oh, thank you. Right, here we're on day 3, aren't we?
Yes.
Yeah, so we're just off to nick some bikes.
Well, last night we went out last night. We'll put some pictures in so you can see where it was that we went. Traditional Milanese restaurant. It was an interesting experience, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's very posh and people talking about millions of pounds of vineyards.
Yeah,
and
talking about the fact that we're going to buy a £12 million vineyard, and then when he gets his bill, he's like questioning everything that's on his bill.
Yeah, it's questioning everything on the to the waiter.
Freaking ridiculous.
It was just, it wasn't the best experience for us, but it's very expensive. Cheapest bottle of wine I think was €50, and they went up to like €1,400.
Madness.
But the food was mediocre, to be quite honest, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It wasn't. You're paying Michelin. Well, you're paying not Michelin star, but you're paying.
No, the food wasn't that expensive. It was the wine that was ridiculous. Wasn't
Yeah, but just got people on the path here. But yeah, so we literally spent a fortune.
Yeah.
Which it was nice. We didn't do any record video in because obviously it wasn't that kind of. It was a bit posh for that.
Yeah.
But what we're doing today, we're off. It's alright, Kez is just running off to go and nick a bike.
Yeah.
But she's reserved it anyway, so I don't know why she's panicking.
I don't know why I am either.
But I need to go and nick my bike, and we're off somewhere, some chapel or something that's full of schools and
yeah, we'll tell
bones.
you about that soon.
Right, so we're at this church. I don't know what it's called. What's the name of it?
I can't remember, but I'll put it in the title.
We'll put it in the title so you can see.
But essentially, what it is inside they've got all bones and skulls and everything. And what happened was the cemetery got too full, so the church then put all the dead bodies inside the church, inside the walls. That's what I read this morning anyway. That's a bit...
Oh dear. That's a bit freaky.
Yeah, that probably tells us what it is.
Yeah, let's go have a look at this. We may as well have a look at while we're here. Should be in English. It's normally English comes after the... There we go. You can read it if you want to read it in your own time. Pause the video, zoom in on it, or whatever you want to do. So we worked out it's not in here where the bones are.
This is an operational church.
This is a working church.
And that's the church where the bones are.
And that looks like, but it doesn't look very old.
It has been rebuilt several times, it says there though.
Yeah, it's been rebuilt.
It got destroyed by fire and something else.
Yeah, so we're going to have a look inside, and we might even go and look inside that one as well.
Yeah, because there's more information on that one there.
Yeah, so that might be interesting as well. So we'll go and have a look in here because there's loads of school kids going in here. So obviously this is where it is.
Yep.
Wow, look at this. Yeah, it might be boring to a lot of people, but it's where you do your confession. Look at the artwork that's gone into this marble. Look at the marble, and all this is just amazing. Look at the painting. Wow, it's quite impressive, is that? Floor is just... Are they? Can you not visit that bit then? Aye? Same over here, look. Yeah, very impressive.
Però l'importante è capire dove siamo. Esatto. È una chiesa del 1200 meno 1100 passa. Queste sono ossa vere Ma questo è importante, a noi fa molta impressione. A chi fa impressione le ossa? A chi fanno impressione? Fa tutte impressione, vero o no?
So we're in the Botanical Gardens at the moment. Lots of rare species of plants and it's quite and trees. It's quite a nice sight, to be fair. You're not meant to video or take photos in here, but there seems to be people doing it, so I'm doing it. Rules are there to be broken, aren't they? Kerry's not too impressed when we're doing it. Look, these are beans. A what?
Caper bush.
Caper bush? Yeah. Yeah, it's just, quite peaceful. Peaceful and tranquil.
Try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't.
Well, what a disappointment last night, eh?
Oh, shocking, yeah. Yeah.
Literally, as we pulled up in the taxi at the gig, get an email saying that it's cancelled. And then 10 minutes later, he's put it on his social media, 30 minutes before the gig's supposed to start. Unbelievable.
Unbelievable. Well, we've had a good weekend.
Yeah, we have.
We've had a good time in Milan.
Yes.
We've seen a lot of sights. We've not let it spoil our trip away.
No, we were a bit thingy to start off with last night, but then we met some
Scottish people.
Yeah, and went for a few drinks with them, and yeah, all was good by the end of the night, wasn't it?
Yeah. So we're now on our way back.
We just checked out the hotel.
Just checked out the hotel. We've got to. We're gonna have a trip into the.
Yeah, we've got to go nick some bikes, haven't we?
Got to go nick some bikes again. We've got to kill some time as well. So
yeah.
We're probably looking at getting the bus. It's 10 o'clock now. We're looking at getting the bus for about 2. So we're going to go sit in the park, I think. Do a bit of sunbathing, drink a few beers.
And we've come up with a much better plan of getting the suitcase.
Yeah.
On the bikes, haven't we?
Because it was a nightmare and we're going to carry the suitcase around with us all day. So, this is the contraption.
Check that out.
Because I need both hands on the bike, but it is heavy and it's hurting my shoulders already, so we need to get a move on. We made it through there alive. It's hard work without carrying that on my back, especially over some of the cobble roads on the bikes. These bikes have got no suspension and it's not the most comfortablest thing. But we made it to this park, we're tramping it, we're going to be winos for the day. We've got beer and wine and...
we're just having energy drinks at the minute.
Yeah, we're just grabbing some of these are quite nice, aren't they? Like, a bit like the Lewis Hamilton... A bit like the Lewis Hamilton Monsters. But yeah, this place is massive, so there's plenty of nice places to sit. We just want to grab some sun while it's still early, and then perhaps get into the shade a bit later on.
Yeah, definitely.
We've got some food supplies that we had left over, so we're just going to enjoy our day here before we have to put this lot back on and do another probably 15 minutes on the bike to the station. It's not that far.
No.
Hopefully the roads calm down a little bit, because there's a lot of delivery vans parked in the cycle paths at the moment, because it's that time of the morning dropping off all the stuff. But yeah, hopefully this has all been very informative for you if you are thinking of travelling to Milan. Bring plenty of beer tokens with you, because it's very, very expensive. But yeah, the best way to get around is definitely
And if you're planning to go overseas to see Sam Fender, probably don't bother.
Yeah, we're not going. We've said we're not travelling abroad to see anybody. If it's not in the UK, then we're not going. We met this couple last night. One had travelled. They actually live in Kefalonia. The Geordies live in Kefalonia. They travelled on train, bus, boat to get here. And then there was another young girl that we met. Two Scottish people that we met. Two young girls. She'd already been to, where was it?
Washington.
She went to Washington when he cancelled.
Last year, when he was supporting Florence and the Machine. And she went specifically to go and see Sam Fender, and he cancelled that gig.
And then she came here, and they've cancelled this one. So we just feel so sorry for her. But what we ended up doing last night is we was gonna go into town, but then it was getting on a bit. So we managed to. The taxis were ridiculous prices as well, because our plan was to get taxis because Kez was in Heels. So we was going to plan on getting a taxi, but then when we looked, there was none available, or they was just too expensive. So we found some bikes right on the outskirts.
I'd put a pair of socks in my bag.
Yeah.
So I whipped my heels off, put my socks on, and we cycled back, didn't we?
Yeah, because the thing is here, there's about 4 or 5 different providers of these bikes. So the ones that we've been riding mainly, we had a look on the little map the map on the screen, and you can see where the zones are. Because we was thinking about trying to get to the edge of that zone last night when we was on our way out, rather than get a taxi, to get on the edge of that zone and then walk the rest. But it turns out last night we seen these 2 dot bikes, and there's a little sliver on the map that lets these dot bikes run down towards near the nightclub, because obviously they know people have got gigs going off there. But it's the Dot brand, isn't it?
Yeah.
And that's the only one that does it. So we jumped on these Dots that we've never ridden before, and they were brilliant. They were so comfortable. The seats are a lot comfier, aren't
they are. They're not quite as fast as the tier ones, are they?
No, they don't, like the tier ones have got 2 gears, so you start off in 1 gear, and then as you get faster it changes into a second gear. But those ones didn't, so we tended to like our legs were just pedaling a lot faster, weren't they? But yeah,
and we were using the tiers over the movie ones, weren't we? Movie ones.
Yeah.
Because it was just more cost
modern
effective.
And cost effective when you get unlimited unlocks and stuff.
So we've now got 3 different apps on our phones, all with a few minutes on each.
Yeah.
On each bike still, but
it's not cost us any. If we'd have used taxis, we'd have ended up spending 200 quid on taxis easily.
Yeah.
Or 200 euros, maybe more. The amount we've been going backwards and forwards. And
we just wouldn't have gone backwards and forwards as much either, would we?
No, and we probably wouldn't have seen as much. But it's literally probably cost us less than €50 to get around, which is brilliant, and we've had fun doing it.
Yeah.
And the best thing is as well, at night time is the best time to travel on the bikes, because it seems to be that after like sort of 9 o'clock the traffic just disappears. And you just feel much safer, and you can more or less ride on the roads and everywhere. You haven't really got to bother with the cycle paths, but yeah, no, it's hopefully, it's like I said, it's been informative. I think we're going to leave this trip here.
Yep.
There's not much left for us to do other than to get to the station, get on a bus and get to the airport, and you don't want to see all that boring rigmarole. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the videos. Please remember to like and subscribe.
And we've got a bit of a surprise thingy coming up when we get home as well.
Have we?
The challenge that we've got.
All right, yeah, we'll tell you about that when we get home. That'll be in another video. But yeah, so like I say, don't forget to comment, like and subscribe. We will comment back if you like something, or you think something's funny or whatever, or you want to ask some questions about a trip. But we're trying to build the channel a bit better, so hopefully some likes and comments and thumbs up, you know. So until the next time, over and out.